Hi everyone, welcome back into another edition of Through the Mail Autographs. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are having a fun, exciting, great Saturday today. I've got some 70 plus autographs here to go through with you guys today on this Saturday. First up, let's go ahead and get into it with Bob DeLiba, a pitcher. This is a 1967 style baseball card custom that I made, and it is back of it, Bob DeLiba. You can see some of it off-centered there, but not too bad. There it is, Bob DeLiba, and he tried to sign this one twice, once with a green pen and then once in blue, and then it got creased up a little bit along the way. That's on a 67. There's a 61 custom. There's a 1960 custom, 1959 custom. Shout out to Bob DeLiba. So I'm trying to put together a little bit of a player run on his, including the rookies that never were. That 59, of course, it came out pretty nice. Here's a Jerry D on this either Flair or Donruss early 1980s ball card. Happy to get this. Next up, we got John O'Donohue. These took a long time to get back. Nice looking 71 style custom there. His son, also a player for the Orioles, pitcher, had a debut in 1993. So I plan to send this also out to John Donahue Jr. as his dad started in '63. There's a 68 and a 67 and a 70s Seattle Pilots custom. Here we have Dave LaRoche on a 74. Another 74. 77. 72. And 78. Pitcher Dave LaRoche. And we got back 71, Reggie Cleveland. I don't know anything about Luis down there. Tell me in the comments if you guys know something I don't. All right, just a second. I froze up there. All right. Next up, we got back hockey player Joe Watson. He had 38 goals, 178 assists, and 216 points. Joe played for the Boston Bruins, Philly Flyers, and Colorado Rockies. On the Flyers, he played with his younger brother Jimmy and was a member of the Flyers' back-to-back Stanley Cup championship team. In '76, he had a game against the Soviet Red Army where he scored a shorthanded goal against the great Tretiak. Playing career from '63 to '79. Love those TV styles cards there. Oh, this is 69, which is another one of my favorites right there. That's a 60. This is a 66, and this is a 69. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. I can't remember for what year is this. I forget every time. Same thing with this green card that I'm about to show you guys. I think it's a 74, maybe. And it gets, I don't know, I get confused on these, but they're really cool. This is one of my 71. I'm about to show you is one of my favorite designs in the hockey cards. I really like these ones. They kind of like have these little lights behind them. You see, Joe Watson, and then he also signed my custom. There he is with the Stanley Cup. That is a fantastic looking custom, I think. Philly Flyers. It just came out beautiful. Really excited to have that. Thank you so much, Joe Watson. Now I got back Pete Stanicic on this 88 Donruss, the rookies. Those glossy cards. They're pretty neat. And then got back Terry Kennedy on this custom 1960 style San Diego Padres. That custom came out really great. Here's the 86. here's one of his 1978 minor league cards. Oops, I don't want to damage it. And then here's one of his 79 Topps cards. And George Frazier, I think, still signs. I'm not really positive. I have to send out. I thought I sent out to George Frazier and got his autograph back recently, but I don't know. I can't really tell. I can't keep track of everything. Norm Miller on a 69. And finally, we got back Bernie Carbo. Now Bernie wanted that was his extra card. He said he kept my other Bill Lee signed card, and he kept his rookie card that was dual signed already too. So, and then he told me he wrote a little letter that said, "Send me some extra cards and I'll sign those for you." I don't know if I'm gonna do all that, but we'll see. I've got my Bernie Carbo collection already pretty much finished, as well as my Bill Lee stuff, and that's just a lot of extra stuff if I have to keep sending back out to him, especially since he kept the ones that were already signed by Danny Breeden and Bill Lee. He kept those ones, and he kept his some other kind of rookie card of his with a cup or something like that. I can't remember, but he kept at least 3 cards, I guess. So I'm kind of over it for right now. But just, shout out to Bernie Carbo. Um, you know, I think and he's sent me these in the past too. I was just trying to finish off his collection, but I don't know. I'm kind of just gonna keep this where it's at and call it a day with Bernie. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that video, and hit that like and subscribe, and come back in again tomorrow when I showcase um, some cards that I may have gotten late Saturday from my eBay order and anything else that I was going to be sending out. So I'll check back in with you guys tomorrow. Have a great and wonderful evening. Goodbye.